Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. So we're going to go ahead and continue with our collective reads. This will be for all signs, which means it may or may not resonate with you in your personal situation. If it does, take what resonates. If it does not, leave the rest for those that it applies in their personal situation. All right, collective, this is going to come out as a confirmation, a continuation of my last reading. If you have not checked it out, go back and take a look. Yeah, it's the one titled The Revenge Plot Backfired. There's so much more, y'all, collective. It is so many layers, like I was telling you in my previous reading. A lot of this is definitely going on with the Scorpionic energy. We're Moon in Scorpio as I record this reading. As always, with Scorpionic energy, you got to look at the person behind the person. Watch out for the tail. That tail is where the issue is. All right, collective? There's more to the story. All right, collective? Because we're starting out with the Strength energy to a Page of Cups with the Justice reverse with the Empress reverse. Okay? All right. So my last reading, we had like a group of people like, all right, we need to like hide something. So we need to do something to you in order to hide the thing that we didn't want to get out. So whatever the situation was, collective, however the situation resonates, place energy as it resonates with who this is. Friends, family members, the ex, the karmic attached to the ex, somebody at your job or business. This is a group that we're dealing with, but I heard two. So you might be dealing with two sides of the family, your in-laws, your family, your ex's family, two businesses, two different friend groups. However it resonates, this is the second side. All right, collective, the first video was the first side. This is the second side. You have the strength to deal with somebody who is a Page of Cups, right? This does come out as a younger childlike energy. It could be like an adult child, but this is someone who's younger in a group dynamic because this person was definitely in charge of creating or doing something, being immature. They didn't trust you. They didn't want to listen to you. All right, collective, just being a child. This is definitely a younger, immature energy that did something and you had to stand your ground. All right, collective. The reason why is because they created an injustice. But what's with this Empress in the reverse on the other side? What this is telling me, you got a child or a younger person dynamic who did something that created an injustice for you. It was some type of bias, manipulation, something that was not right. Something might have been jacked up in a legal system with like paternity or what have you, however the situation goes. But this Empress in reverse is on the other side of it too. Y'all, the downloads I'm getting about this Empress reverse energy is like she allowed her child or younger person, adult and dynamic to do whatever was done. Like I get a very nonchalant energy. I'm hearing, I don't care. Like I'm literally hearing, I don't care. Like it didn't mean anything. She just blew it off. This Empress reverses energy do carry the energy of not being caring. They're not mothering. They're not nurturing. They don't nurture their child. So when their child's out of line, they're doing something wrong, creating an injustice for you. She don't care. Literally, that's what I'm hearing in the download. She didn't care. So she's culpable to the crime, the injustice that her child dynamic and adult situation did. She's culpable. All right, collective. This is what I was telling you. These people like got themselves caught up in like premeditated crimes that they knew that they were just like, all right, just let my child do whatever they want to do. Let the person at a job just not do what they're supposed to do. And I'm okay with it. This is somebody who also uses scarcity tactics. Because this is, I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse that came out in my previous reading. This is the one that she wanted to give you the Ten of Swords. She wanted to make you suffer by not caring what somebody did to you. She didn't care. Nobody cared, collective. And this is where you start to realize when you start speaking out about a lot of things, people like, they want you to stop talking because they know what they're doing. They don't care that they're doing it. The problem is you're standing tall and you're standing your ground. That's exactly what your ancestors want you to do because we are dealing with the energy of hatred. I told y'all this energy came out on my last reading. It was 4 cards in and I was called to tell you a story. I'm going to let you go back to that last reading so you can hear that story. But I told you I was pulling the energy of straight hatred. This karmic feminine, this on the other side of the family, the other business, the new job, the new boss, whoever the person in the HR that wanted to betray you, she wanted to and allowed a crime to happen. All right, collective, this is somebody that straight hates you. She don't care. Cold, black heart, just blah. You know what I'm saying, collective? I told you it was like an energy of a black cloud hanging over the city. So this is a black cloud, a blight on her record, a blight on her motherhood, a blight on her job title, a blight on her family. However, she didn't care. She wanted to betray you and she allowed an atrocity of justice to happen because she hated you. All right, collective? But guess what, collective? Your energy is balancing all that out with the Two of Pentacles energy. This is balance, it's scoping. You're just like, all right, here's what we got to do. This person screwed up, collective. I'm hearing like you set the record straight. Whatever this is, Two of Pentacles. This is like balance, right? I do get like, it might have like made you do like a few things. I'm hearing like take the extra step. Whatever that step was, you did it. You like overcame this, knowing that who was involved here. It's not like you need to address this particular person, the person that allowed the justice to happen because she wanted to betray you. Like this, like squarely on her head. All right, collective. See what I'm getting at here? This is something that is premeditated. Everybody was involved. Let's just not get it twisted. We're not going to like ignore what was done, what was done, what was done. But who wanted to take the credit for it is the point that the ancestors are trying to get me to make. They're trying to make sure that you get the point too, collective. You had to stand your ground to get your abundance back because they were stealing and allowing their child, if somebody at a job, your friend, your family member, whoever your ex was, to steal from you willingly. All right, collective. This is how to get your abundance back, to get your personal satisfaction, to get your wishes granted, which means somebody had to drop their defenses with the Nine of Wands because I told you this was all premeditated. Everybody knew what was going on. So this is the second side of the family, the second business, the new job or whatever. Here you go, the old job, the old friends, other side of the family. First side. Queen of Cups in reverse energy talking to a Magician reverse. They're talking about this, and I'm getting like an argument. They're upset about it. This is someone who's only focused on themselves. They're overreacting. They're throwing a temper tantrum because I'm hearing in the energy, why can't you get it done? That's what I'm literally hearing. Why can't you get it done? Talking to the Magician in reverse. This person who set up this whole plan to manipulate and like to trick you or whatever to try to cost you your abundance. She's yelling at him. Now these people are stuck in a karmic relationship because they can't get it done and they're mad at each other. There's something about why it can't get done. Something is like they can't like cross that line. It's something that like went too far. This whatever they did is literally a crime. They could actually go to jail. Don't collect $200. You go straight to jail. It's something about what they did exposed the depth of their hatred. What they did exposed the depth of the premeditated crime, and it exposed everybody involved because this is the second reading of this energy. The first energy, you have two groups, two jobs, two sides of a family, your ex's family, your family, all complicit in a crime. All right, collective. And it's something about the exposure of it all. Everybody's fingerprint is on this, all right, collective? So she's yelling at him like, why can't you get it done? This jerk off is worried over here with the Nine of Swords energy. This person's stressed out because they can't. They can't. Because if they do anything about it, that would expose them that they're trying to retaliate. They're trying to commit another crime, collective. It just gets worse and worse and worse. These are people who like are out of their minds with lack of accountability. Nobody wants to be accountable for anything evil that they do because they feel like they can't. Just because they got some money. This is somebody who ain't got no money over here with this Magician in reverse energy. This is a broke, lack-minded, lackluster mentality that uses manipulation to get what they want. Honey, if you got it, you ain't even got to do that. That speaks to low confidence. That speaks to you can't do what you think you can get done. All right, collective? That's why they can't get it done. That's why she's mad at you, bro. Okay, collective? Nine of Swords. This person's stressed out because you can't get it done. Exactly. Knight of Pentacles energy coming out for you. Very hardworking, trustworthy, committed in everything that you do. And I'm hearing you keep going. You're like an Energizer Bunny. Literally like an Energizer Bunny for these people because, collective, when I tapped into this energy, I kept asking like, why? There is no reason other than envy, jealousy, and some sick obsession with your life. That like somebody wants to like emulate your life so bad, like they should like do like it's a weird like energy that I get. Like why copy so much, right? I mean, if you have any self-respect, if you have any dignity, you would not want to do that. That would make a reasonable person get the ick. The obsession with your life is disgusting. In their energy, it like speaks confirmation that they hate themselves so much that they don't even want to be themselves. No self-respecting person would do this, collective. You've done the work on yourself. You don't need to copy anybody else. You don't need to be involved in anybody else's life. You could care less. You focusing on you and yours. Isn't that right, collective? Now, the other people are seeing this ridiculousness too. This obsession has gone too far. It is sick. It is twisted. It is actually linked to actual crimes, financial crimes, I'm hearing. actually crimes against humanity, however you want to say it, collective. There's a Knight of Swords energy come out. I'm getting that this is the King of Swords in reverse energy that came out in my previous reading, the one that already I made a prejudgment against you. This person sees it too. Now let's not get it twisted, collective. This person did come out as a Two of Cups in reverse energy, so we know that this is not your friend. So they are not friends of yours. It's the sheer exposure of how the ridiculousness of this crime is, because this person's overwhelmed too. It's kind of like everybody is seeing how grotesque this is. They can't even deny it. Nobody can. So it's like everybody is stuck in the middle of this energy. This is somebody coming out, all right, I gotta fix this, because if I don't fix it, I'm going to jail. So they know it, collective. They know it. They're not dumb. So when you are in this, really sit and realize this energy, right? Put together what I'm telling you. These people knowingly committed crimes, financial crimes, crimes against you, your family, your money, your finances, or whatever, knowing it was dead wrong. But they wanted to keep doing it. All right, collective? They wanted to. They wanted to see you hurt. They wanted to see you in pain. Why are they in pain? Why are they under the most amount of pressure that they can get? Because they know that they can get caught. These people didn't care as long as there was no repercussions. It's always that way with criminals, collective. I'm just get away with robbing the farm. I don't want to go jail for it though. You know what I'm saying, collective? This is not the purge that you thought it was, collective. Every single one of these people, except for Delulu over here, these two are peas in the pod. These are both karmic mother figure energies here. The men over here are pressed as all get out because they know that they can go to jail and be sued for all of this. Because why? Now they got to protect the farm. Moon energy, hide this karmic feminine's narcissistic, imaginary energy, this imaginary competition, collective. These people know why this is happening. It's all because this karmic feminine, this Queen of Cups in reverse energy, I'm getting is the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's the same shit. All this is happening because she was envious, jealous, and wanted to bully you, collective. Not only did she want to bully you, she wanted to block you. She wanted to stop your life because she wanted your life. Collective, when I told you I wanted to connect to the reason why, this is why. All right, collective, outside of that, you're doing the most, acting like a whole jackass, exposing yourself that you don't like yourself so much that you want to be somebody else. Queen of Wands in reverse energy is extremely jealous, extremely insecure, extremely petty, just because of her own insecurities. This is somebody who does not want their own life. This person might be, trying to think about unalive themselves. This is how gross this person's energy is, collective. And we got our Six of Swords energy out here, but I'm going to pull it out like this so you understand this. We got a Six of Swords energy out here to the world. These are our last two clarifiers, collective. So we know what time it is. Everybody is doing the most to cover up the misdeeds that they knew that they all signed up for a contract to protect this person because they were all being paid to hide the secret or whatever, collective. It's too much exposure. It can't be hidden, all right, collective? This person's acting all right, I'm healed. I didn't do anything. Six of Swords energy is coming out for her with her misdeeds, her crime. No, collective. This person can't get off scot-free with this energy and no, I didn't do nothing. Narcissists do that. They will try to destroy your entire life. Next day, I don't know what you're talking about. Amnesia, collective. We know this person and or people are delulu because they have no reason to do what they're doing and to continue to hide it and to pay people to hide it and to pay people to do something that got them more exposed because they chose to do something that they knew would get them caught up in a crime. Yeah, collective. This is somebody with this Queen of Wands energy in the reverse. Like I told you, her true energy, what she's trying to hide that she can't run away from, Six of Swords in reverse. She is her own worst enemy. She does not heal. She does not move on. She does not grow. And she stays in negative, toxic situations. This could have been you have moved away from this person with this world. And this is our last clarifier. In fact, if you had already closed out this cycle, this person keeps attacking you. Her whole breath in her lively body depends on what she needs to do to go against you. And you're not even paying attention to this stupid girl. You see what I'm saying, collective? Really acting like somebody really immature that she can't live without doing something against you. That's why all this energy keeps coming out, collective. If she was not in your energy doing things to attack you, she wouldn't come out in readings. These are her energy. This is her readings. These are her intentions of what she actually did and paid people to do. And what she did is get these people caught up in a crime that they can't get out of. neither can she. All right, collective, you're closing out this cycle. This is the end of a cycle. This is the completion of a cycle. Everybody's going to see this. If you decide to believe this crazy cuckoo person, you're about to get caught up for the crime that you agreed to pay somebody to hide, but it's not going to be hidden anymore, collective. That's going to go ahead and do it for this particular reading. If you do like this content, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, bye-bye.